Hello Azeroth, it is me again, and today I want to talk about yet another Timewalking Mythic Plus Affix that I've been working on. It involves Kil'jaeden, the Tomb of Sargeras, and Aegwynn. It is unfinished and there's much to do, but I wanted to share what little I worked on. So let me read it. Throughout the dungeon, lieutenants of Kil'jaeden hold fragments of Aegwynn, stolen from the Tomb of Sargeras. Let me give you a cool shot of the Tomb of Sargeras. There we are. So, retrieve these fragments and obtain the power of Aegwynn to defeat the Legion. A power bar will be there from the start of the dungeon, and filling up the bar will unlock powerful buffs to you and your team. If you face the final boss of the dungeon without retrieving all 4 fragments, Kil'jaeden will torment you and your allies during the encounter, randomly appearing to cast certain abilities during your fight against the final boss. The more fragments you collect before fighting the final boss, the weaker Kil'jaeden's abilities will be. One thing that I'm still thinking on is whether it should be just the final boss or every boss influenced by Kil'jaeden. Some abilities that I have in mind when I think about the Deceiver, the not the Deceiver, the Darkener was his title. Kil'jaeden, sorry. When I think of Kil'jaeden influencing the boss, like interacting and interfering with the fight, is the do you recall the orbs that explode and they will knock you back? Well, I'm thinking of that. I know many people didn't like the mechanic back in the day, back in the raid, the Tomb of Sargeras and the Kil'jaeden fight. I like that. What was it? Rapturing Singularity. Drops a pocket of extra dimensional space onto the ship's deck which ruptures on impact, inflicting X amount of damage to players at the point of impact, and additional X amount of damage to all players and knocking them back. This singularity used to spawn very fast, one from another, and also you would have like 3, if I remember correctly, 3 to 4 singularities. At least 4. I'm pretty sure there were 3 of them. But here, it could be just one. Just one singularity that drops into the ground and knocks you back. It should be fun, in my opinion, at least, right? Another ability that I'm thinking on is Fell Claws. Fell Claws should actually be part of Kil'jaeden influencing the boss, so the boss's melee hits should be empowered by Kil'jaeden's claws and fell energy or something like that. The tier rift, tears of rift in reality, pulling in all players and inflicting gravity squeeze on any players who are too close to the rift. What was gravity squeeze? Inflicts X amount of shadow damage every 1 second. The amount inflicted increases the longer the player remains affected by gravity squeeze. So this ability will try to drag you into the rift. It will slowly pull you towards the rift area. It was a big circle covering, I would say, 25% of the boss's room. I like this idea. This idea of fighting, let's say, for example, Legion dungeons. Let's say that you are in the Cathedral of the Eternal night. Do you remember this boss, Trashbite the Scornful? Well, if you don't, this was the boss that you would encounter in the library within the cathedral. You had plenty of room there. You would have to interact with the libraries, but let's imagine that you can't go to a certain point of the library because the rift is there trying to drag you in, and if you remain in the rift, you take damage. So we could play around that idea of, you know, Kil'jaeden influencing the yeah the dungeon bosses. So let me know what you think about this. Let me share. Let's share our thoughts together. Comment in this video and see you next time. Thanks for watching, and again, I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say here. I do hope this reaches more and more people with each day, and see you guys next time.